Let's bring back up all my references. Show image planes. Show image plane, or you can do Alt number 4. And I'll start this by creating a polycube. Go to the inputs and increase the depth. Let's add subdivision depth to maybe about 5. I'll place my cube somewhere along there, and I will move it to the side, maybe a little higher up. Now the idea is that we follow the actual car frame. Probably scale this down a bit. Try to match it the best you can to this reference, and we can use the insert edge loop tool. Maybe create this subdivision here, maybe a subdivision here. Scaling this down a bit, just like so. I'll grab the vertices and start moving them in place. It doesn't have to be perfect, but do the best you can to match it to the reference. Keep using the top and side view for guidance. To create this support that goes across, I'll use another edge loop. So here's how much geometry I added. I'll be selecting now these faces, and probably these two as well. So select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 faces. Actually, just select this edge loop. So selecting the entire edge loop, I'm just gonna hit delete on my keyboard. This is one thing that I want to address. If you erase edges, you're still gonna have the vertices. So make sure that you delete those as well. Now go into my shaded view. Go back and select the faces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, I think they match my side here, or at least pretty well. I will now extrude. I'll click on my top here, that is extrude uniformly. And I'll make sure that all my lines just reach this middle point. Let me shut off the image planes so that you can see this better. I want to make sure that all my edges actually just get to the middle line. I will grab this transformation here on the X, click and drag, just like so. And now I can put in place. Now you'll see that this will not be perfect, right? We look at it here, we can tell it's not perfect. It's not perfect at all. So select my vertices, and I can also use my scale tool, move it on the X direction. This way it will make all my points straight. I will make some of these a little thinner. I feel especially this one, they got a little too thick. So I'll just fix that manually. Top view, I just select the vertices. Now I can move these around and just play with the thickness. My images are a little skewed. I cannot seem to be able to match them correctly from the top and side view, and that's okay. We're just looking for an approximation. I think my best bet is to go following at this moment more of the top view. Adjust as needed. All right, so I think that looks about right. That looks okay. At this point, I'll be selecting the faces from the corners again. They're already selected, and I just hit delete. Always triple check that you don't have anything else selected by mistake. Another thing that you can do here to make sure that all these vertices are on the seam is by selecting the vertices and then press and hold the letter X. When you hold the letter X on your keyboard, you would see the change in your cursor here. If I were to move and drag, each one of these will move according to the grid. That is one simple way that you can ensure that all your vertices are aligned correctly. Go back to your object mode, delete the history, and freeze transformations. Now we can go to mirror by selecting Mesh, Mirror. Let's open the dialog box. Reset the settings and hit apply. Change the axis position to object. Make sure the mirror axis position is set to world, mirror axis to X, and mirror direction to positive. Then hit apply. From the side view, I can go into my vertices and move them slightly higher. Bring back your car shell to see a preview. Go back to object mode, hit 3, and at this moment you can start adding edge loops so that you can tighten up the corners. All right. Our project is looking pretty good.